It grieves me that science has been sacrificed at the altar of panic.
Hi, this is Willis Krumholtz with Alpha News. We're here at Catalyst Medical Clinic in Chaska, Minnesota. Jason Lewis is running to be the Republican that takes on Tina Smith, the Democrat, for the U.S. Senate race this November in Minnesota. And Jason is here today touring Catalyst Medical Clinic. Now, Catalyst Medical Clinic is a physician-owned local medical clinic, and one of the part owners is Minnesota State Senator Scott Jensen. And Scott Jensen has also been calling for an end to the shutdown, which is hurting Minnesota small businesses. So we're going to go talk to Jason today.
Pretty strong evidence that this horse was out of the barn long before the lockdowns, which means the lockdowns have very, very little effect on controlling this thing. In fact, there was a noted doctor in the New York Post yesterday that said it's time to open up New York. Now, I'm not in New York, so I can't comment on that, but I will say that his point was that this thing is going to run its natural course and drop off, especially as we get to summer season, with the lockdowns having de minimis effect. So why are we putting the country in Minnesota through a second Great Depression?
We've seen World Health Organization say other things. So we've seen Dr. Fauci say, in January he said there's no problem. In February he says go ahead and take a cruise. Last month he said there's no way that you can have a deployable vaccine in less than 12 to 18 months. Well, now we're looking at September, potentially. I mean, turn people loose, turn human ingenuity loose, and it's amazing what we can accomplish.
Minnesotans will do the right thing. If they want to wear masks in your restaurant, have them wear masks. It's up to the business. The business owner wants as many customers as he or she can get. So they will take the right precautions. I trust people. We don't need these edicts from on high. How many families are going to be destroyed? How many retirements are going to be undone? How many kids aren't going to go to college or their graduation ceremony? How many small businesses with a lifetime of work behind them are going to be destroyed before we realize we've got to open up this state?
And what's wrong with trusting Minnesotans? What's wrong with trusting them? I mean, when did we become such evil people that we need big brother government to say, you don't know how to do the right thing, we're going to help you?
This is picking winners and losers, and I'll be blunt, I think there are a lot of power-drunk politicians that are using this public health challenge to get exactly what through that they've been trying to get through for a number of years. Bill Barr had it right. There is no pandemic exception to the Bill of Rights. If we're going to start going down this road of mandated masks in public, de facto house arrests, certificates of immunity, vaccines with tattoos to make certain you've got one, no protests, can't gather in front of the governor's mansion, you start to see what's going to happen here. And you start to see this sort of Orwellian situation we're flirting with, and it's becoming very, very dangerous. So then what's the goal of these politicians? It's not a medical basis. What is it? Is it to keep fear in the populace so they can, adopt one more emergency order? This is a time for choosing, and people who believe in civil liberties need to stand up and say enough is enough. And that's why I'm here. That's why the doctor's doing what he's doing in St. Paul, and that's why we're going to continue to speak for a whole lot of working men and women in Minnesota that are ready to get back to work.
Thank you.